From here, now that I've got my canvases lined up, I can start to actually create the form. So I'm going to click Create Form from the Create menu. And what we can do now, rather than starting off with that big block model, big part of what they do in industry, in terms of sports cars mainly, is trying to create this flow through the car. Now, that's both for aerodynamics as well as aesthetic reasons. So to do this, I'm going to look at my car from the side. So I've got this side view canvas. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to create a sketch instead. I'm going to create it on this plane. And the one I prefer to use, just because it creates those nice curved lines, is a fit point spline. Now, for this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick one sort of passage through the car. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start just here at the end of the bonnet. And what I'm trying to do is not curve through every top face. What I'm actually trying to do is curve through every part along this path. So it's almost like following a certain body part or a body kit or a body panel. It's almost like trying to follow a certain body panel along the car. So I'm going to follow this sort of curved main feature at the top of the car. Doesn't matter if you're not too accurate because you can always correct it as you go. But I'm going to follow this sort of path along here. Click the tick. Again, I can tweak these, make some of them maybe a bit straighter, drag them out a little bit, create a bit more of a bend there. But I'm happy with that at the minute, so I'm just going to click Finish Sketch. Now, from here, it doesn't look like a lot, and that's because we then need to turn this into a face to start working with. To do that, go to Create, and then select Extrude, just to drag out this spline, and just drag it across this. Now, because I've created this along that central plane, I'm going to make sure I'm on symmetric, and I'm just going to drag this out. I'm just going to drag it out until it reaches the edge of that design, which is just at this front wheel here. So as you can see, I'm trying to follow this sort of white bit of the body of the car. As you can see, this isn't perfect because it is just a giant rectangle and it doesn't get these features just here. That's what we're going to look at next. So again, on this, I can choose how many faces I decide to have. And I can start to add in a few more faces if I think that's what I'm going to need to have. Again, I can start to embed some symmetry into this. And I can also look at the spacing of these faces. I can either get it to follow the curvature and start to add a few more curves where the spline has a bit more of a curve. But for now, I'm just going to stick with uniform and click OK here.